Are you still trying to figure out how to get the most out of your rogue in Diablo 4? With so many skills and builds on offer, it can get pretty overwhelming, but don't worry, we're here to help. We're going to show you what we call the penetrating shot build. This one is a powerful ranged build with high burst potential. It utilises traps and imbuements to lay down tons of area and burst damage, making it a flexible and versatile option for ranged rogues. Penetrating shot can be tricky to use, but with enough practice, aiming your shots will be second nature. In this video, we'll tell you everything you need to know about this build, including the best aspects, stats, gears, and more. The concept of the penetrating shot build is quite simple. As the name implies, the core of this build revolves around firing off extremely high damage penetrating shots on single targets or groups of enemies, while using poison trap and poison imbuement to further boost its damage. The trick shot aspect gives penetrating shot arrows that split off from their target for added AoE. We have dash as an important mobility and crowd control option, but this can be swapped out for shadow step if you want to. Puncture is used as our basic skill for quickly generating combo points, applying vulnerable, and restoring energy, but in higher level content it could be swapped out for forceful arrow for higher damage. The playstyle of this build essentially involves powering up your penetrating shot using combo points and poison imbuement, knocking down enemies with poison trap and smoke grenade, then firing your high power shot. If you enjoy builds with high burst potential, this one won't disappoint. So, let's start with the active skills you'll need to make this build work. First of all, for your basic skill, you're going to want to pick up Puncture. Follow this up with the upgrades Enhanced and Fundamental. Then for your core skill, you're going to want to pick up Penetrating Shot, followed by Enhanced and Advanced upgrades. In the third tree, you're going to want to pick up Dash with their Enhanced and Disciplined upgrades. And in the next tree, you're going to want to pick up Smoke Grenade with Enhanced and Countering, as well as Poison Trap with Enhanced and Countering as well. The last skill to make this build work is Poison Imbuement, followed by the upgrades Enhanced and Blending. And for those of you that are looking for the Paragon boards and glyphs part of this build, I'd recommend you head to the original guide on thegamer.com as found in the description. So, as you're gearing up this build, there are a few aspects you should try to always have in your gear. The most important aspects to always have equipped are as follows: Trick Shot aspect, Accelerating aspect, Rapid aspect, Aspect of the Expectant, Aspect of the Quickening Fog if you're using Dash, and Aspect of the Explosive Verve if you're using Smoke Grenade. If you head to the original guide on thegamer.com that's linked in the description, you can find our recommendations for where to equip each legendary aspect, as well as the top stats to keep in mind when you're finding new pieces of equipment. Moving on to uniques, the penetrating shot build doesn't really leave a lot of room for unique items, especially since most rogue specific ones just aren't suited to this build. However, Condemnation, a unique dagger, can be extremely powerful in this build. Because you always want to build free combo points before firing penetrating shot anyway, Condemnation makes this playstyle even easier to accomplish and makes penetrating shot even stronger. Plus, this weapon has good default affixes like basic skill attack speed and core skill damage. So the most important question is, how do you play this build? Well, in a normal encounter against a group of enemies, start by using Puncture to build up free combo points. While doing this, circle around the monsters slightly to group them up. Then move in and place a poison trap and a smoke grenade to knock down enemies. Use dash to gain distance or reposition as needed, then apply poison imbuement. When monsters are lined up or knocked down from the trap, use penetrating shot to deal huge damage to them. Build up your combo points again before firing another penetrating shot or two to finish off the group. However, this build doesn't have the highest survivability, so you'll be relying on good positioning with dash and crowd control through various means to not die. When you're facing a boss or a high health elite enemy, you will basically want to be using your skills off cooldown. That is, as soon as they're available. Apply poison imbuement and fire penetrating shots while kiting around the boss. So there's our guide on the penetrating shot build for a rogue in Diablo 4. Thanks for watching and check out thegamer.com for more.